We're going to take a look at one of the more complicated shots from the car design scene in 3ds Max. To get this shot, I borrowed a hoverboard from a friend. I knew I'd be rotoing out his hands from the table, but when I was getting the shot, I didn't pay attention to the fact that his head was totally outside of the green screen, which meant I had a whole lot of masking to do. So these are a couple tips that I've learned when masking, which are using individual masks for each body part, not going frame by frame to keyframe, having contrasting colors, and small things to make your life easier. When masking someone out, what you don't want to do is mask the entire body. Take a look at this example footage where I used one mask for my entire head and hand. The reason for this is if you move a mask on the hand, you'll make an unintended keyframe for the head as well, and you'll end up doing twice the work. So what I like to do is make a mask for each body part. That way I can focus on each object individually and not have to worry about what keyframe is going where. I also don't like to go frame by frame and keyframe each single frame. Instead, what I like to do is go for the big movements and keyframe only the specific sections that I need, and then go back and adjust keyframes accordingly. Then third, a really simple one is when you're masking and the mask is the same color as the background, just change it to a contrasting color. Real short, but it's funny how often I don't realize I'm squinting my eyes to see what I'm doing. When masking, the easiest way to see your footage is either to turn off your mask or make the mask very extruded out so that you can see what you're doing. But that can be really annoying if you're making 20 masks and you need to turn off each one every single time you do it. So I like to just extrude out my first mask by a ton, then make the rest of my masks, and then finally go back when I'm done and turn off the extrusion on my first mask. Also, when it's dark footage, it can be really hard to see what you're actually masking. So I like to jack up the brightness and contrast on the background footage so that I can see what I'm doing better. And now back to this shot. So after all that, what about the camera track? How do you move the camera data into 3ds Max? So I started in After Effects by selecting Track Camera Motion, getting the camera data, then using a plugin called AE 3D Export. I'll link the description below. I took the camera data from After Effects and imported it into 3ds Max, but I had a couple problems. The size of the camera data was bigger than the size of my scene. I was also having another thing happen where if I grouped all the camera nulls and the camera, then moved it around the 3D scene where I wanted it, the data would get destroyed. I think it was a glitch specific to this scene for another reason, but I didn't want to find the glitch and fix it. Instead, I decided to find another solution, which was rotate the entire 3D scene around and scale the whole scene up to fit with the camera points. This came with a couple challenges though. First, I didn't know how big my points really were in 3ds Max in proportion to real life, because in 3D, these points could be the size of an ant or a skyscraper, and everything in 3D has to match up to scale with what I'm comping in After Effects. So this is what I did. I knew that these two nulls were from two legs of the card table. So I grabbed a tape measure, went downstairs, measured the table, then I measured the distance of the 3D nulls and another object like the 3D car tire so that I could get a comparison from real life to 3D. Once I knew that number, I went and measured the size of my own car tire. Then I did that math conversion that you do in algebra, multiply the 3D card table by the real life tires, then divide that by the real card table to get the 3D car tires. And now, by scaling up the entire scene by the 3D tires, I could get the correct scale to the 3D tracking points. And just as easy as that, I had the 3D camera matching the movement of my actual shot. It was with this, 24 hours of rendering, 2 days of masking Jordan out and matching him up to the lighting, I had my shot. There were still some problems with it though. Like if you pause on the beginning of the shot, you can see the card table there. You can also see Jordan's hands start before the hood of the car exists. And if you really watch, you can see some subtle problems with the mask on him. But will you notice? Probably not. And that's all that matters. If people don't see it, don't try to fix every little detail that no one will pick up on. And this concludes some of the key takeaways of how I comped Jordan into this scene. I hope you found it useful. Remember to like and subscribe if you want more, and thanks for watching.